Welcome to lesson 72 of our Course in Miracles. Holding grievances is an attack on God's plan for salvation. Holding grievances is an attack on God's plan for salvation. And I just want to remember lesson 71. Only God's plan for salvation will work. And lesson 70, my salvation comes from me. So it's all connected, isn't it? But also just becoming more aware. But I mean, for this awareness to really sink in, once again, we need to connect to ourselves and to our bodies. So with our minds, yes, we can understand how God's plan for salvation it's forgiveness, and God's plan for salvation is love and being light and connected to light. But can we do that? How easy is for you to connect to love, especially when you're angry? You know what I mean? We're talking about, I mean, of course that it's really easy when we are really, you know, when we're watching a love movie, or when we're talking to our partners and we're having a fantastic time, or we're talking to our children or to our neighbors, or when we are with a puppy dog and we're just connecting to love. That's really easy. We can all do that very easily. So that's not really what is required from us. Of course, that for us, when we connect to those spaces of love, when we're feeling safe and we're, as I said, we're having a nice conversation and we're really feeling comfortable, when we're doing a meditation and we're really feeling connected, those times show us the possibility of feeling that love. Yes, it does exist within ourselves because I feel it. I wouldn't know that it exists within myself if I didn't feel it. But if I feel it, we all feel it sometimes, some way or another, even if it's very, very little. The key here is, can I come back to love and to peace and to God and God's salvation when I'm really triggered? Can I observe myself being angry or sad or with compassion? And can that help me come back to center and connect back to God? Because this lesson says that holding grievances is an attack on God's plan. And as I said, the lesson before was only God's plan for my salvation will work. And the lesson before says my salvation comes from me. So everything is connected. So the only way that God's plan can be active in this dimension is through me, through you. So God's plan is to create peace in this planet. God's plan, or maybe not in this planet, but God's plan is for us to reconnect back to our truth, which is peace, love, and also to realize that we are actually looking at an illusion, that everything that we see in the outside world is a creation of our minds, which also this creation of our minds is based on our thoughts and beliefs. So the salvation is to wake up to that truth. And the opposite to salvation is holding grievance. So when I'm holding grievance, when I'm angry, when I'm blaming, when I'm feeling guilty, when I'm sad, when I'm, just holding emotions through time. I'm not saying, emotions, we need to feel the emotions. Yeah, we need to feel the emotions. But when we let the emotions move through our body, the emotions just move and go. The thing with emotions is that we hold them through time and space. So when we're doing that, we are not allowing God's plan to be effective through us, and therefore to be the salvation. So grievances blocks God's plan for salvation, because grievances block me from seeing my own light, and therefore blocks me from seeing your light. And it is really stuck sometimes in our bodies. Like I can really feel my grievance, my anger, or my fear, or the emotions really in the body. And this is where we have to connect to the body, and then recognize that the body is acting according to what the mind is telling us. So telling it. So the mind must be going, oh, look what he did or what she did, and the body is reacting and feeling it. And what we need to do in this case is, please God, help me feel peace again. Help me see him or her or the situation or myself or my illness through your eyes. Help me let salvation flow through me when I release all my grievances and I open space for connecting with you, with light, with love, with peace. So may this be our wish. So just connecting to that and practicing. It's all practice at the moment, isn't it? So what is salvation, Father? I do not know. Tell me that I might understand. I don't understand what salvation is. We ask God, we tell God, please help me understand it. Holding grievances is an attack on God's plan for salvation. Let me accept it instead. What is salvation, Father? So God, holding grievance is first of all an attack on myself. And because I am God's plan, because I am light and I am made of the same thing as God is, it's an attack of God as well. When I am attacking myself, I am attacking God. So by holding grievance and that tension in my body, I am attacking myself and I am attacking God, and therefore I am attacking you as well and my world. So it's a very empowering thing for us to know this, but it is moment by moment, this awareness and this, I'm so angry with so-and-so, but I'm going to remember that God's plan for salvation is that I am light, is that I am love. It is that I let go of grievance. It is that I connect back to my truth. So I will remember God's plan for salvation, and I am going to let grievance go bit by bit until I feel more peace within my body, my mind, my emotions, and my energy field. So be it. So I see you tomorrow for lesson 73.